It's always fun to reflect on the future of the internet, especially when you just returned from Silicon Valley. Neelie Kroes, Europe's Commissioner for the Digital Agenda, is just back from the United States to share her excitement at this Brussels conference.
Talks with all those toppers in Silicon Valley, and also, by the way, the startups, was really food for thought and was even more inspiring that the revolution is really a revolution and it is changing our way of living.
The internet is more and more widely recognized not only as a transformation tool, but also as a grand societal challenge.
For good reasons, Europe wants to ensure that it will be part of the future internet society. And that means that the right conditions have to be created for research and development, especially in the ICT sector. It also means that policymakers in Brussels need to come to terms with the challenges posed by the internet.
The systems that are in place, all the political structures are based on a communication paradigm of paper. And they have to, at the same time, adapt to this paradigm change into the internet, and also make sure that their paper paradigms do not stand in the way.
We really aim towards having every European being digital, and for this we have to ensure that there is no e-exclusion. We have to ensure that every citizen has the knowledge and the skills to be able to use the internet, but also, apart from just having access to the internet, having also the capability of being able to critically assess what's on the internet.
What this conference, of course, really is about is money. FP7 is EU speak that is widely known here in Brussels as a budget of 50 billion euros. It's money earmarked for research and development projects specifically in the ICT sector. It's the kind of money, for instance, that has enabled Europe to create the GSM standard for mobile phone. It's a standard used in Europe and, of course, elsewhere in the world. In the next year or so, there is a new round of budget talks coming up. And from 2014 to the end of this decade, the European Commission, here at the Berlaymont building, has proposed to double this ICT research funding to 100 billion euros. And that's, of course, not easy to sell at the time of a financial crisis.
In that respect, of course, this is just the proposal of Commission, but we have to to engage ourselves with discussion with the legislator, meaning the Council and the Parliament, and convince them that investment in science, investment in innovation is de facto investment in our future.
At the European Parliament, it is already becoming clear that even a figure of 80 billion euros is not going to fly. The governments of the EU member states are likely to approve an increase, a major increase, but not one that is going to double the research budget.
If we do not solve our problems of research and innovation until 2020, it's going to be too late.
The successor to the FP7 budget is going to be called Horizon 2020. That name clearly links the ICT research funding to the EU's 2020 package that seeks to deliver structural economic reforms by the end of this decade. If Europe is serious, it will make available enough money to ensure that it can play an active part in shaping the future internet.
We cannot predict the future, but we can definitely plan out for it.
Raymond Franken, EUX TV.